Morning and welcome to MJC Kitchens and Bathrooms. For all your DIY needs, don't forget hit the like buttons and subscribe to my channel. For a great channel, bit of everything. You know what I mean? Everything goes on my channel. So today, what we're doing, this is why we took all this out. See, because we've got two tall units to put in underneath the stairs. This is going to be the fridge unit. This is going to be a broom unit. This is where he's going to put his hoover and his ironing board. So in this unit, we want a socket in it. So we've had them in this one. We've marked exactly where we want the socket position. We've tested the ironing board, tested the hoover. All goes in. So all we have to do is get this into that and make it look pretty. That is the job to itself. Do you know what I mean? So we've got this staircase here. That is a bit tricky. But at MJC Kitchens and Bathrooms, we don't have problems, only solutions. So we'll have a solution for that further down the line. With these tall housing units, again, I always screw them in at top and bottom. Even though they've come and they're glued in down, I always screw them in because they're a heavy weight, and when you're moving it left and right, up and down, tugging it, they tend to pull apart there. And every kitchen firm I've done, they're all the same. So let's not pretend. Keep it real. Keep it real, my channel, do you know what I mean? That's why we keep it real. But I tell you one thing how I need to do is learn. How on earth do you get the volume of people to watch your videos? You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm doing the right hashtags or if I need to get someone to run my channel. Because on my TikTok, they fly. But on my YouTube, they don't fly. I can't understand it. You know what I mean? I put more effort in. And it takes longer to upload them. So if anybody's got any good tips or have got a little hack, please let me know. So we're going to crack on. Got us two units. I'm going to bolt this one to that one first. Then I'm going to drill an hole, put these cables through there, so we know that we bang on. And then I'll fix this unit to there. So at first I'm going to put some brackets down this side, so I can get in, and then we'll fix that to there. This one here, it doesn't matter because there's no back in it. That one there, it does matter because we don't want to be seeing it at back, so we leave that back in. And we'll go with progress. Right, so we've had a few debates about this, on about pulling it out to this section, but it blocks kitchen off too much, pushing it back, pulling these out, so these stand forward, so we can box that in. But we've come to the conclusion that it's going to look tidier if we go across here. We're going to see about knocking this part out here, and then we're going to have to box that square, go up there, and then box that flat across there. And then we're just going to have a square trim on top, box it right down and bring it into it. So what we've decided is we're going to finish this section off first, and then we'll just have to make good everything up here. So what you've got to think about is when the door opens, the door has to open there. Do you know what I mean? So if that were further over here, the door, after it's boarded, it's going to start boring on it. And that's the issue what we've been having. So I've got it to the closest point there. The doors can open nicely flush, not hit that. So when that's boarded, might need to cut that off a little bit. Cut that off for cat's nuts. Cut that off a bit more, just so we can get the board onto this. And then we'll put one of them battens over there and we'll board that straight across and you can skim that completely flat instead of having all these steps. So I'll come straight across here with his board, cut that off there, come straight across and then straight down, straight across. That straight across there and straight up. That way you're not having a load of different steps. It's all going to be in one. Plaster will like it better as well. Be easier for him. And it'll look better. So that's the plan of action. So let's put it into play. So when you're doing stuff like this tall housing unit panel on that side, what I've done is I've cut it off because we need a fillet to run alongside. So instead of putting that panel on there and then having to buy another panel, we just cut it in half and then we can use that as the fillet side. Just save yourself a few quid, do you know what I mean? Because what are cheap these panels. But once you cut it, again, make sure you seal it all up. And then play it by ear. All I'm doing is building it bit by bit. I'm going to stick this panel on and then we're going to put the wine racks in and see where they go. And we're just doing it step by step. Bit dusty in here now. And we'll see where it goes. So we're getting there to his plan. When you're doing these, this is for the fridge unit. Make sure you put a lot of brackets all the way down and then take the panel out. Because if you don't, what you'll do is you put the bracket in and this panel will be bowed. And then when you put the fridge in, the panel's bowed on the fridge. And when you spread, if there's two wings here, what you push out, your door won't run in line with that. Because the panel's bowed. Because once you take that out, there's nothing there. So now I can take that out. Take that out. Use that for the top. I put another bracket there and another bracket there just for good luck. And then that way it can't bow in and it can't bow out. Same again, we can swing on it. Just beautiful. This part here, we worked it out step by step. We're going to put a panel on there. It's very tight, do you know what I mean? Very, very, very tight. But all this working's in to do it, they're going to give me one panel. You know what I mean? But, so what I did is I cut that off, flush, knock that out, so that goes down. So as you can see, the line of my door is going to be there. So the door is only just going to open. Just. But we only need it to just open. We don't need it to start carrying on or all like that. We need it to just open. That's on a bit of a funny angle. So what we'll do, we'll take that plasterboard off, we'll board up there, and then the ceiling, we're just going to board straight across here. Bring it straight across, drop it down a bit further, might even make it to here, just so it looks good. And then just skim that part up, panel will go there with a piece on top. So now, I just finish this bit off. I've only got one panel left, this one. So what I'm going to have to do is I'll have to do it on a side and then I'll put it on an angle there. So it covers that, goes down there. And then when there's some fronts for these, which is the same colour as that, we put the fronts on and then this bottom part, we'll have a filler panel. Because it's not worth buying another wine rack and another frontal just to cover 200mm. If you wanted to, you could buy one, but it's a big expense. And you're not going to be bending down there, are you? Do you know what I mean? Especially me being 6'4". I've never used them bottom shelves. This is more better. But I won't be using them now unless they're watered anyway, because I don't drink. Because drinking is evil. It is a sin. And I've learnt that the hard way. And if everybody took a step out of my book and stopped drinking, they would be better off. And that's a guarantee. Don't pretend to yourself. How Tommy Lee pretends to himself every day. And he comes in like that.
No, I don't.
Do you know what I mean? So don't pretend. It's not good, it's not clever. So we'll crack on and just do this little bit. My edge on there, for this little in there here, I'm going to block that in the same colour as this. This is why I never throw my panels away. So all I do there, put that up to the wall, up to this unit. You know it bows out a little bit there, cat's nads. So when you mark it, you just cut it out a little bit. Mark the bottom measurement, that's the top of it, yeah? Then you go over to your scrap piece of wood. To your scrap piece of wood. Put the measurement on there. That is going to go up against that wall, that's going to go up along the bottom. So that's where you want your bottom measurement there. You know it's completely flush against that. Draw a line. Draw a line. So you've got your line, safety glasses on. I'll do this live and then you can see how easy it is when you keep it simple. So that went up against there. So it bowed out at the bottom there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come off this line and I'm just going to cut it a little bit bigger. As you can see the lines there, quite a bit bigger. And then that, come round here Lee, so they can see it. Fits in there, exact like that. Obviously there's going to be another fillet in here. That's going to fit there. Then we're going to have another one up here, which I'm going to cut. We've left that on so it can stick to it. And then this is that. When this one goes in, that'll get pulled forward, and it'll come just behind that. But that's just showing you how. So first, now what I'm going to do is PVA all that, glue it all up. Beautiful. That's how you do it. First go. No messing about. Don't mess about, do we, Lee?
No.
If you hear him coughing, that's Lee. He's had about 56 today already. Do you know what I mean? Not good for you.
I couldn't afford.
It's not good for you. That'll do it. With that, and I've cut it, PVA'd it. We'll get it in and test it. Look at that. Like a dream. You want it following that line there. Show them Lee. Following that line. And then where's my other square? My other square is going to fill that line there. And it will fit that line there. I either need to cut top of that off or cut that in. I think I'll cut this in. So we'll cut that off there, that's going to fit in there, that's going to fit in there, and then the fronts are going to go on and we'll put a filler panel in at the bottom. So what I'm going to do now is, now I know all that fits, I'm going to glue that panel in, so it's glued in. This part, we'll tape that up, skim that, skim this roof here, and there we have it. It'll be lovely. Like a work of art. Like a work of art. So there, it's looking good. Nice and tidy. Let all that dry. And then for the top half there. Right, so we're done for today. I need to go get some gear. Put some 4x2 down there to the floor. So I can put a batten in there, the same colour as that. We've got some inlays to go in there, but they're a different colour, they're grey because they're going on the island. So we've ordered some. So once they go in there, it's going to be the same colour as that. And then here, what we're going to do, I'm going to go get some timber. We'll box this out, and then board it. That part will get skimmed. Side panel on there, little pelmet on top, and it'll all lovely. Turned out better than what we had. This turned out better, but working with Lee, I think I need to go to be in a shrink. That's why I sit in a dark room when I get home. So I mean, Lee just thinks it's funny. So we've cracked on today, but by the time I go and pick my gear up, with all this COVID and that, I have to go to about 50 million different places because half of it's not even there. We'll finish it off tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to a good channel for a bit of everything, and hit the like buttons. MJC Kitchens and Bathrooms.